Wilko announced it has gone into administration this week, signalling that yet another high street regular is likely to be closing some of its stores. I asked Lisa, in Grimsby town centre, for her response to the news.
To be honest, I was devastated because I do use Wilko a lot. It was bad enough when the one down St Peter's Avenue in Cleethorpes closed, but at least we had this one in town and the one in Freeman Street, and it's somewhere that I do go to regularly, so without it I am going to struggle.
And what do you think they could have maybe have done in order to solve their problems and maybe avoid going into administration? Do you think there's anything that could have...
Well, I know they were trying to find someone to buy them out, but maybe, well, if it was me, I'd have probably closed like the one down Freeman Street, kept the one in town open because it's really popular, and I'd have kept the one down the avenue open as well because that's really popular for old people that used it. And now I think the reason it's struggling around here is because a lot of the old people that live round like St Peter's Avenue don't come into town or Freeman Street, so they've lost a lot of trade that way.
So they could maybe have done a better job of picking which stores to keep open and which to close, and focusing more on that high street, you know, big town centre aspect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So do you think there's an inevitability to shopping increasingly becoming something that's done online as opposed to within the community? Or do you think there's something that could be done about that?
I think a lot of people do shop more online, usually because you can find things cheaper and also you get it delivered to you, and a lot of people don't drive or a lot of people are disabled, so they do struggle to get out. So I do know, because like my mum's disabled and she does all the shopping online and gets it delivered and gets a lot from Amazon. She doesn't come out. The only reason she gets bits from town and stuff is down to me, really.
So you think it's a good thing in terms of increasing accessibility for those kinds of vulnerable people? But do you think there's anything lost by moving shopping to online and something important about having a high street?
I like it, to be honest, because I like to touch and look at the things that I'm buying, and that whereas you can't online, and a lot of times you end up having to send things back, whereas you don't if you go out and like look in the shops yourself. I prefer to do it myself, like go out and about.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
It's okay.